What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about how do you start training your flips. If you're a complete beginner and you want to get into flips and free running, how do you start? What do you need to do first? What do you need to focus on and all that stuff. So let's go. Also, did you see I have an intro now? That's really dope. I love it. Pretty dope intro. I think it's not too long, not too short. Perfectly timed. Let's go. New intro. Let's go. I didn't even have an intro. Now I do. Let's go. Okay. What? Okay. The first thing, if you want to get into flips and free running, you want to do it for the right reason. You got to think about what's the reason you're starting with free running. If you're thinking of it just like a hobby, or you want to really get really good at it, or you want to make it your career, there are all things to keep in mind, to think about. If you think about it like just a hobby, you're not taking it as serious as if you think about it like you want to make it your job, or you want to get really good at it. Of course, doesn't matter what reason it is, you always want to know what you're doing. Okay, you want to know what you're doing, because a lot of people just don't know what they're doing, and they're just starting. They don't know what they're doing, and they fail all the time, and they give up. You want to know what you're doing? Know what you're doing. Yeah, you gotta have some goals, you know. So a lot of people just start doing it, and they don't know why, what, when. They do nothing. What? They don't know. They don't know nothing. They don't have any plans or whatever. You know, you gotta look into it if you wanna get started, you know. That's why you are watching this video now. Okay, first of all, you want to know how athletic you are and at what level you are and stuff, and you want to know your strong sides and your weak sides. So you want to know how athletic you are. You gotta know yourself a little bit. If you don't have any physical experience, you know, you can't do anything with your body. You can't even do a cartwheel or round off, or you can already do some stuff. You want to know that, okay? Of course, you want to start slow and safe. You don't want to like pick out the most extreme tricks in the beginning. So of course, like, people think you gotta start free running with training a backflip, a front flip, or a side flip. That's already, you're getting ahead of yourself if you think that. Don't start, if you just start free running or doing flips, don't start with the flips itself. Before you are going to train a flip, you're gonna need some other tricks and stuff. For example, if you want to start learning a backflip and you can't do a pullover yet, then you're missing one step. Basics before basics. Let's say you want to get some experience before you get into the real flips. So, for example, the pullover, a roll, front roll, a cartwheel, a round off. Also, one really important trick is the makaku. I cover this trick a lot on my channel because it's one of the most important tricks, especially if you want to learn how to backflip. Yeah, don't skip the tricks first. Don't skip the basic tricks before you move on to the real actual flips. Of course, also, you want to start safe. Don't, an old friend of mine, about, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we were on grass and he just did a run up. He threw himself over his head and he landed really painfully. That's what I mean with don't start with the actual flips. There's something before it. Prerequisites is what it's called. You really want to take that serious, because you can injure yourself worse than you know. If you land on your tailbone, you can be literally blind. You can literally be blind. You can do a front flip, you can land on your butt, on your tailbone thing, you know, the end of your back. If you land on that thing real bad, you can be blind instantly. Oh, that's so woo! And then your career is over before you even started. So seriously, take it serious. Start slow. You want to know what you're doing, okay? You want to know what you're getting yourself into. So safe, I mean trampoline, mattresses, cushioning, foam pits, especially foam pits, and even in the foam pit you can hurt yourself. In fact, there was a trampoline in the Netherlands, almost went bankrupt because there was a kid who broke his back, a couple bones in his back, and if he broke one more, something like that, he could have died. And it was in a foam pit. he almost died, literally, in the foam pit. So that's trampoline park almost went bankrupt. A little story on why you should watch out, even if you're in a foam pit or on a trampoline with a mattress, whatever. I always say an injury is never far away. Like it happened before you know it. Okay, basics. Next point, basics first. So let's cover some basics. Okay, we've covered the prerequisites like the pullover, the cartwheel, round off, a front roll. Next step are the basics. So of course, back flip, side flip, front flip. Those are the main 3 basic flips you should learn first before you are moving on to like full twists and all that stuff. It makes sense, but still people are skipping the basics and all that stuff. You can never spam enough basics. Back flip, front flip, side flip. Start doing that first. Watch my tutorials on how to shameless plug. Watch tutorials, especially my tutorials, because I go really in depth. With my tutorials, you won't miss a single detail. You won't miss anything. I go really in depth. That's why my tutorials are pretty long compared to other people, their tutorials. Okay, so one thing that helped me, I think, together with filming myself, the best thing that I did, what sped up my progression, was watching tutorials. A lot of tutorials. Like, instead of watching Netflix or some other random YouTube videos, if you want to get good at flips, watch tutorials, okay? Watch tutorials and motivation and inspiration. That's the only thing I did back when I was like die-harding my flips and training, like, you know, no living. Watch tutorials, a lot of tutorials. And don't just watch them. Take that tutorial, take that knowledge. Take that knowledge and use it. Do something with it, of course. Basics, never enough basics. You can never ever spam enough basics. I reckon you should. What really helps is track how many basics you spam. You're gonna set a goal for yourself, how many flips you want to do each day. Let's say you're gonna do on a trampoline 20 back flips, 20 front flips and 20 side flips. If you do that each day, just write it down in notes and just check it with a green little thing every single time you completed it. If you keep that alive, that streak, you know, of doing all those 20 each day, you will progress really fast and your flips are gonna get ridiculously clean and really fast, really clean. Like, it's gonna be, your progression will speed up really fast. One thing to keep in mind, if you first start training your front flip and your back flip and your side flip, never wanna skip any steps and you wanna be patient, like really patient. Because the moment you're gonna be not patient, the risk of injury is increasing dramatically. Never skip any steps. I know it's hard because you just want to do the flip. Yeah, you can never ever do enough prerequisites and basics and stuff. So that's a bit how you can start training your flips. Of course, how do you start learning your back flip? There are 2 main ways. You can take the pullover and turn that into a back flip, and you can, of course, the way I like it, is the makaku. Take the makaku and turn that into a back flip. And the thing about the makaku is you can not only learn a back flip but also a back handspring. 2 tricks in one. Boom. Back handspring is also a trick you should learn, you know. It's a really fun trick. You can do a lot of combos with it. So also that trick, you don't want to skip back handspring. I've got so many free-running friends. I think in my circle, no one can do back handspring. I'm the only one, literally. I'm the only one who can do a proper back handspring. That's so shitty. That's so stupid. Like, it's such a fun trick, fundamental trick, so many great combos, you can like pull double fulls out of it, all that stuff. So, how do you start learning back flip? That makaku. So, let's move on to front flip real quick. Front flip is a lot easier. Front flip is a lot easier. Well, actually, the front flip is harder to land, but less scary. It's way less scary than a back flip, because with front flip, you can spot, like, you can see where you're going, right? You can see where you're going. You can see where you're going to. With a backflip going over your head like that, and you can't see where you're going, so that makes it scary. That's why you should do a makaku. You can look over your shoulder and you can see where you're going. The biggest reason why people are scared of backflips, because they can't see where they're going. If you can see where you're going, it's not scary anymore. Or at least less scary. Way less scary. Makaku, over your shoulder. Check my tutorial. Link is in the description, of course. Full in-depth tutorial how to backflip and how to front flip, and also top 10 easiest trampoline tricks, part 1 and part 2 in the description. Those are pretty recent videos. So yeah, front flip is pretty easy. The main thing you need to focus on is throwing your arms up. I can't address that enough. Throwing your arms up and around you and not down to the ground immediately. Don't do it at all, because if you throw your arms down to the ground, your whole body is going down to the ground. You won't have height, you won't have any time to rotate, and you will not land it. And you will most likely get a whiplash. That is when you land and your whole head goes like that, and you really have pain in your neck, and you can break your neck. Okay, you won't break your neck that quick, but you can seriously injure yourself. Always, that's a bit how you should learn a front flip. Focus on your technique, focus on throwing your arms up around you and land on your back again, and then just do that till you get comfortable with that, and just start grabbing your knees, pulling your knees to your shoulders, and just start doing it, start landing it. Keep control, keep safe, let's go. Let's move on to side flip. Basically the same as with a front flip, but then onto the side. Just jump onto your side with your arms. With the side flip, it's a little bit more complicated with your arms, because one arm goes up and down and the other arm goes up. One arm has two motions. Well, basically it's not that difficult, because with a front flip you also have to do two motions, up and down. With side flip it's basically the same, up and also down. Just jump onto your side, do a side roll. A side roll really helps. Also with front flip, I forgot to say that. Forgot to mention that. Front roll can really help with, oh yeah, that's also in my tutorial. One of the steps is a front roll. Of course, it's pretty logic again. Front roll is basically a front flip, but then just on the ground without any air time. So yeah, fundamental trick, learn it. Learn to use your arms properly. Learn to go over your side. Don't take a front flip and do it to the side. Just really learn the side flip itself and not from any other trick. Sometimes it can help to take one trick, turn it into another trick, like the macaque to a backflip, but you can't really turn a front flip into a side flip, because your technique you don't want to mess with that too much, because with a front flip you have to do a different technique than with a side flip. The technique with a macaque is basically the same as with a backflip, so that matches, you know what I mean? So yeah, side flip is a side flip and a front flip is a front flip. Don't get those two together. And that's basically a little quick talk about how you should learn and you start flipping. Flip. Okay. What? Yeah. Also, one point, take care of your body. Take care of your body. Start doing a little bit of a workout, not too heavy. Just a couple push-ups a day, whatever. Also, one thing that really helps is stretching. Stretch. You can never stretch enough. Well, you can overstretch though. You can stress. I can't stretch. What? Just stretch your legs, your arms, your back. Take care of your body. Eat healthy, of course. That's pretty logic. A lot of people don't eat healthy, of course. But if you really, seriously, if people think about training, they don't even think about their diet. I don't know why. They just completely keep it out of their mind. They just skip it. It's one really fast way to see progression in your flips and in your body overall is, of course, your diet. If you change up your diet, eating a lot of vegetables and fruit and all this healthy stuff, skip the freaking soda and all the crap. You know what? You know exactly what I mean. I'm also guilty of it, but not anymore. Not as much as back in the day. Let me charge up my MacBook. Back in the day I used to eat a lot of crap. Not so much, still a little bit. I'm trying to cut it step by step, of course. I'm vegan, 100% vegan. Alright, quick backstory. Actually, I think one of the main reasons why I went vegan is because of this man right there, Joey CARBSTRONG. I'll leave a link of his YouTube channel in the description, so check him out. Shout out to my man, Joey CARBSTRONG. And give him a subscriber, give him some views. Let's continue the video. So, it's really funny because I'm not vegan for so long yet. A couple months. Well, I wish I started doing that way earlier, literally. Okay, so I wasn't vegan yet. Started going vegan. No, I went vegan instantly almost. Boom, 1 week, completely vegan. Or two weeks, something like that, like really quick. So, and literally a couple weeks later, my flips were on point. Literally nothing changed. The only thing that changed was my diet. So I went vegan, and my whole freaking, all my flips, I unlocked scoot full, I unlocked scoot double full, cork swing through cork, my gain and flash was so much cleaner. Insert clip, boom. My workouts, oh, that's one thing that really got boosted. My workouts, I did 100 push-ups in like half an hour. 100 push-ups. That's pretty, for me that's pretty an accomplishment. Yeah, vegan power is real, seriously, and it's way healthier. You have so much less percent chance to get like heart disease and all that nasty stuff. If you want the maximum result with your flips in your body, go vegan. That's basically like, if you want to be like the best of yourself, the best version you can possibly be, vegan is like, ooh, you're not gonna regret it at all. It's not difficult at all. It's probably it's probably the easiest change I made in my whole life. Easiest decision, easiest, nothing really changed. Everything is veganized these days. It's really easy, but the impact is huge. Of course, not only on your body, it's much healthier, but also you can literally save the world, because the world is ending. No. The world is in a dramatic condition, as you may know or not know. But yeah, you should watch Dominion. One documentary you need to watch is The Game Changers, okay? Watch the freaking Game Changers and you will change your own game. So let's freaking go. Back to flips. I forgot to mention one thing. You can save the lives of trillions of animals each freaking year, like 2.7 trillion marine animals and like, what is it, 70 billion? 70 billion land animals a year? 70 billion. There are only 7.5 billion like humans. 70 billion. What the? That's literally ludicrous. So you can save them. Okay. You can save them, you can save yourself, you can boost your progression. Let's go. Vegan, vegan for the win. Okay. Number 1 way to eliminate fear is step by step and progression. That's what progression is. That's literally slowly removing fear. You know, you gotta see it like a stair, like a set of stairs. There's a reason why there are so many steps and not just a huge step and another huge step. That's not the way to go, okay? With everything, not only with flips, but literally with basically everything in life, it's the step by step is the way to go. In most cases, don't take leap of faith. It's not really the way to go. If you want to get the fastest progress possible, step by step, okay? And it's also the easiest way, the fastest way, the less scary way. Can't forget that. So, and the last thing I want to mention real quick is consistency. Consistency is key. That's also not only with flips but with everything. Consistency is key. With flips, quality over quantity or quantity over quality. Consistency is key. So definitely quantity. Well, with flips it's a little bit more complicated because you need both. You need to be consistent with your tricks, but also you want to keep control over your technique a lot. Technique is the most important thing with flips. That's not only my opinion, it's just a fact. It's really the most important thing. Technique. You want to do it properly. It's a pretty logic. Like with a backflip. I'd rather do 10 backflips with good form instead of 50 backflips where I throw my head backwards or something. Like technique, yeah, it's always quality, yeah. Both. There's a middle ground in between quality and quantity. If you have to choose between 10 backflips with really good form or 50 backflips with pretty good form or 100 backflips with bad form, if you were to choose between those three options, I should choose the middle one. 50 backflips with pretty good form. You need both. you know, you need quality and quantity. So yeah, with every subject that's different, you know, quality or quantity. So with flips, it's literally both. You gotta find that middle ground. If you don't have a lot of energy and power and you can only train for a short amount of time, then quality is really important. If you can train for hours and hours and hours, then quantity. Come on! So irritating. Woo! Alright, so that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically this video on how you should get started with your flips, with your progression. If you have any questions, of course, you can always leave it below in the comments or on Instagram or whatever. I will respond. That's a fact, seriously. I love that. So yeah, I hope you got value out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Consider subscribing, everything. I'm really upgrading. Oh, also I've got a schedule now. I used to upload whenever I wanted, like 2 or 3 times a week, but now I'm going to upload, let me just check it real quick, on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday I've got a new series on my YouTube channel. It's Workout Wednesday, okay? Yes, Workout Wednesday. It is the 5-minute tutorials, quick tutorials. Those videos, I'm gonna call it Wednesday, Workout Wednesday. So, new series on my channel. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting there. Oh yeah. New plans, goals. Let's freaking go. Alright. So yeah guys, that was the end video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. What's up, guys? Nee. Oh!